Hey, I'm Ethan Martin, and I'm a coach just like you. I've actually probably been in your shoes as well. I've tried both of the classic sales tactics that we coaches use to sell our product. The first is what we call build it and they will come. And that's where we spend a ton of time, money, and resources on building a website, creating videos, making our marketing plans, building out our courses, building free PDF downloads, all in the hopes that the right client finds us at the right time and falls in love. This leads to some work and some alignment with clients, but what we find is the amount of time we spend building things way outweighs the return on our investment. I've also tried the classic sales funnel approach that I see a lot of other coaches do, where you build a landing page, you spend a ton of money with a third party consultant in hopes that they'll drive leads and traffic to your page with just the right SEO or the promise of 200 leads a month, and you outsource your power to someone else to really help you. Let me show you what those two sales processes look like on paper. First, there's build it and they will come. Build it and they will come really looks like this. You have your content in the center, and you spend a ton of time on that content. And then you start building communities. So, one, you have your existing relationships. The next thing you have are potential clients. That's potential people you might meet at a networking event pre-COVID, or you might meet on LinkedIn. Then you have your existing relationships. Then you have your referrals, and that's actually a subset of existing relationships. Those are the people that get referred directly to your business and stumble upon your content and fall in love. And then you have leads, hoping that certain people, whether it's through SEO or other tactics, find your content or your podcast. And here's the thing. Notice in this model, the vast majority of our content isn't touching anyone. We spend hours and hours and weeks on this. I've been in your shoes, building just the right website, going over and over and over what my brand does and spending time on phraseology and just the right way to say certain words, only to find that I actually sell something different to a client and never actionize what I built. The other main process that coaches follow is the sales funnel. And most of us know a classic sales funnel, but I'll break it down for you here. The sales funnel looks like this. You dump prospects into the top, whether that's through marketing or a lead generation tool. Those prospects become leads, which is a smaller subset of your prospect. And then the very smallest portion actually become clients. However, the problem here is once your clients are done, they're out of your funnel, and everyone else just falls out of the bottom of your funnel. Our model is vastly different, but takes the best characteristics of both methodologies and combines them into one model that we call the value ecosystem. And here's what a value ecosystem looks like. A value ecosystem starts with finding prospects and capitalizing on your existing relationships. And then we actually drive them through a pretty typical sales funnel where we're using tools and tactics to create leads out of our prospect and existing relationships, which ultimately will become clients. But here's the difference between the value ecosystem in a sales funnel and the build it and they will come methodology. The first is those that fall out of the funnel and don't ever convert, they actually get retargeted and put into another system that's going to add value. And if you're lucky, at the right time, they actually come back into the funnel, but this time directly as a lead. But if that doesn't happen, over the course of time, they actually will become a prospect because honestly, they're going to forget about you. You didn't really take up that much brain space in the first place. So over the course of 3 to 4 months, they're just going to forget who you are, and you can actually retarget them with a new sales system. Then you have your clients that you actually land. These are your existing clients. And here you're adding value to them. But then instead of them dropping out at the end, what actually ends up happening is these existing clients, when the relationship is done, also get retargeted with upsells and opportunities. And through those upsells and opportunities, they actually can become a lead once again. But if they don't, you're going to stay in communication with them with our given framework and process. So eventually, they are going to enter back into the top of the funnel again. The value ecosystem is built in a way where you're not losing leads because you've spent time finding these qualified people that you'd like to work with that have the right company, the right leadership style that fit who you want to be and the brand you want to become. And here's the best part. Instead of following the build it and they will come model where you spend a ton of time developing outward facing collateral, only to find that it doesn't land and has to be tweaked, you're getting feedback at every stage of the process as to what's working, who's responding to it, and what simply isn't working so you can change it. Our value ecosystem not only helps you retarget and get more out of every prospect that you get, but also gets you more information on what you're doing well and what honestly you're not doing well and what people in the marketplace want. Then on top of that, it actually keeps you front of mind more often using really simple tools and processes that eventually, once you start getting the right cash flow, you can actually outsource to someone else on your team or hire someone part-time to take care of for you so you can focus on the work. Because here's what we know about coaches. Unlike most professionals out there, you can add value to people with every interaction. So we're going to teach you a foolproof model with easy tools and simple templates that can help you take what works most effectively for your clients and distill it down into its essence and share it with more people to hit more people at the right time. We'd love to get to work. We'll talk to you soon.